Before she became an autism advocate and mom of four, Sheletta Brundage was an Emmy Award-winning comedian. Need something to put a smile in your face? Laughing with Letta is sure to tickle your funny bone. Check it out, but pee first and make sure you ain't drinking nothing when Sheletta's on a roll. That way you won't have anything to clean up when the podcast is over.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for Laughing with Letta, the foundation of Sheletta Makes Me Laugh, the podcasting platform. I would not have this media outlet without you. So I'm so grateful to all our listeners and subscribers and the folks who follow us on social media for partnering with us and believing in us and listening to us. And, you know, when we say call to action, you all really step up and show out. And I am so glad to have you as a part of our podcast and family, because we are a family. You know, we really are a family. I can talk, but if I don't have anybody to listen to, you know, we just breathing. We're just, you know, just hearing ourselves. And so to know that you are here and that you are listening and that you support us means the world to me. And, you know, I'm even more grateful for the companies who partner with us, who allow us to go into the community, who sponsor the work we do, and who answer the call when we, you know, dial their number and say, how can we help? What can we do? How can we partner together? And, you know, the first folks who joined me on this podcasting platform that I'm so thankful for this Thanksgiving is Hy-Vee, grocery store here in the Twin Cities and throughout the Midwest, based in Iowa. They say, Sheletta, we love the work you're doing. We love the platform that you have. We support BIPOC businesses and Black-owned media. We support the communities that support us. And so they came on board, not just as advertisers, but, you know, Hy-Vee and I have worked together in the community for a year, whether we were passing out free dinners to people in Robbinsdale or hams in North Minneapolis during Easter earlier this year. They have been there whenever we call to help the community. And, you know, this has been a very difficult Thanksgiving. They talk about supply chains and people not being able to get the food that they need. I had a girlfriend of mine, you know, online going all over town looking for greens. And she finally put a post on social media and said, well, help me. I need to find some greens for my Thanksgiving dinner. And everybody was like, go to Hy-Vee. They got plenty of greens. You know, and folks are wondering, how is it that Hy-Vee has stuff and nobody else does? Well, we're going to answer that question. But before we do that, this week, when my church in North Minneapolis needed delivery, needed turkeys, needed dressing, needed food to order for 250 families, they called Hy-Vee. And guess what Hy-Vee did? They delivered.
Yeah, we are just so thankful that Hy-Vee was asked to participate with this turkey event, and we feel that we're an important part of this community, and we're just thankful that we are here.
And so I'm inviting my friend, Dawn Buzinsky. She is with Hy-Vee. Hey, girl.
Hi. Hi. Oh my God, good to see you.
Did you see your guys pulling those turkeys into that church to feed 250 families who otherwise would not have had everything they need for Thanksgiving meals? I mean, girl, I just seeing their dedication and commitment. They didn't make the folks at the church come and pick it up. They dropped all of that stuff off. Did you see that, girl? That was just amazing.
Well, I mean, that's the foundation of who the values that Hy-Vee has. We want to be that community partner. We want to be the one in their communities that are stepping up and taking care of the people that live in the communities that we serve. And so, absolutely, I am not surprised. And it's not just it's not just saying, it's not just words in a mission statement. Our employees live those values every single day. So when there's a need or there's a request and it's something that is going to make a positive impact on people's lives, we are there. We're all in, and we're doing it. We're doing everything we can to take care of our communities and take care of the families in our communities. So thrilled that 250 families who might not otherwise have a Thanksgiving meal this year are going to be able to enjoy that special time.
And this is the thing, folks are out of everything. I have gone and you know, in my little sister circle talking to folks, and I'm like, yeah, we got this from Hy-Vee, we got our greens, we got our sweet potatoes, and I've been in the Hy-Vee almost every day this week, because you know, you just forget something. You forgot the nutmeg, you forgot the butter, you forgot the garlic salt, the powder. You need 2 more sweet potatoes. And I've never been in the store and found that things are missing or something's not there. You know, I'm not looking around asking somebody, when's the truck coming in for more for more, you know, potatoes for a potato salad or anything like that. You all have managed, even with all these supply chain issues, to keep things in stock. How are you able to do that?
Sheletta, you know, Hy-Vee is about partnerships and relationships. You know that firsthand, and that's what we did with our national supplier partners. We have been working very hard from the very beginning when the pandemic started. You know, this was something that some people we saw coming. We anticipated it and we planned for it for months. We've been stockpiling and just making sure that we had everything that our stores would need to keep these shelves full of everything, and just anticipate for any type of not necessarily shortages, but maybe just popular items, and just making sure that our distribution centers are stockpiled so that we keep products and items and produce and everything, produce to pantry to meat and seafood, and everything is available at every store for our customers.
And let me just show you what that means. I hope you got a napkin with you, because when Fellowship Church in North Minneapolis called Hy-Vee and placed an order for 250 families, it wasn't just turkeys. It was dressing, it was rice, it was beans, it was, you know, everything that they needed, stuffing, to make sure that these families had everything. All they needed was pots to cook in, right, for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And here is a message to you and your team at Hy-Vee from the food pantry at Fellowship Church. Take a listen.
It feels fantastic to work with Hy-Vee. The people at Hy-Vee are wonderful. They delivered the food, and everything I ordered is right here behind me. All the food is delivered for 250 baskets. We give out 230 turkeys and 20 roasted chickens. And the community has already signed up. We've got over 260 people signed up for 250 spots. So right now, all we have to do is put the baskets together, which that's going to happen tonight with about 20 volunteers. And we'll do that tonight. And once we do that, tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, we'll have this all ready to go and give the turkeys and the baskets out. The impact on the community is serving 250 families in the community within the North Minneapolis area for Thanksgiving baskets.
Now you got to give me your reaction to that. I need your immediate reaction to that, girlfriend.
Sheletta, I have all the feels right now. I mean, when you tell me 250 families and all that, but when you actually see it and you see the volunteers putting the baskets together, and it's going to go to a family who's going to appreciate it and be able to have a happy Thanksgiving. It's exactly what we live for every day. We want to positively impact the lives of our customers and make people's lives easier, healthier, and happier. And doing something like that, being a part of something like that, and your church and all the effort that your church and you and everyone there is doing to make a difference. I mean, that's what community is all about.
And I'm just so glad that you're part of this community. And speaking of community, we're talking about a bigger community, a bigger initiative. I heard something about 5 million meals. Girl, what are
Yes.
y'all doing?
Well, we began a partnership with Feeding America, and we started this campaign in October. So this is a 3-month campaign, and we are on a mission to raise $500,000, which with Feeding America National equates to 5 million meals to local food banks across our Midwest and across our trade area. So our campaign is called Scan Out Hunger. It's going to run now through December 31st. And right now, I am thrilled to be able to say this. We have achieved the 3 million meal mark, which means we just have 2 million meals to go to hit our goal. This holiday season, it can be difficult for many families, and food insecurity, it's not going away. Again, as I said before, we are committed to helping those who live in our communities. And so we're partnering with our customers, our supplier partners, and we are well on our way to achieving that 5 million meal mark.
Okay, now most grocery stores want to sell groceries. Y'all giving away food. I mean, why are you so dedicated and so committed to helping?
Well, it's, as a grocer, we don't want to see anybody in our communities go hungry, Sheletta. And we've built strong relationships with these food banks in our 8-state region, and we stay in communication with them. And now, when the pandemic hit, what we heard from Feeding America is more than 60 million people turned to food banks in 2020. So Feeding America is the largest hunger relief organization in the United States, and they have the strongest network. So with this, we wanted to go with Feeding America because we want to make the biggest impact. And so if we partner with Feeding America, then we know that we are getting the funds to those food banks that and right at the right time, so that they can be fully stocked, so that when the holiday season, which we are now, we're in the holiday season, and those families are turning to those food banks, they have what they need to be able to fulfill the need.
Well, I just can't thank you enough for all the work you do in the community. And when I thought about having a Thanksgiving show, I said, I got to have Hy-Vee on. And Dawn, you have just been so instrumental. We have been shoulder to shoulder passing out meals. And,
Yep.
the team brought the 18-wheeler full of hams for Easter out to North Minneapolis in a food desert and distributed hams. And when we had some left over, girl, the workers took the hams and started going door to door for the people who didn't have cable or internet, who needed to find out about the hams, who maybe needed them and didn't know they were there, right? And couldn't
Right.
afford to buy them. Got knocking on doors. They could have just said, well, you know what, Sheletta? We got 30 hams left. We're going to take these back to the stores. Or, here you go, Sheletta, take this to your friends and family. They took those hams and went door to door. To those families in North Minneapolis. Why all that extra effort? That's just what I found with Hy-Vee, whether it's, bringing the food to the church in North Minneapolis, or making sure that you've got the extra supplies, or partnering with and supporting the food bank, the 5 million meals, partnering with and supporting BIPOC businesses, the commitment that you've made to the community. Why the extra effort?
Well, that's because of how we were founded, and our two founders 91 years ago, taking care of the community. And so the beauty of the Hy-Vee, the structure of Hy-Vee, is that so we have 285 stores across 8 states, but those stores have autonomy, and they have autonomy so that they can have that ability and flexibility to know what their community needs. And that leadership in those stores can make decisions that are the best decisions for their community, and not have to go up the ladder and
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
and so that's why it works. That's why we are so foundational in our communities, is
Mhm.
because those store directors and those district store directors have the autonomy to make decisions that are in the best interest of their communities.
Because one community is different from another, and that's what I found at that Robbinsdale store in North Minneapolis. Is they were able to work with the church, and they knew that the church didn't have the transportation needed to get all the food there, and they needed it at a certain time, and they didn't have the money long time ago. They just got enough to get everything they needed, and they were able, like you said, to turn it around quickly, to bring supplies. They didn't have to say, well, wait, we got to call corporate to see if we can come over there. It was like immediately working with the church to get the food so that they could turn around and give the food to the people in need.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Girl, well, I'm this Thanksgiving, I am grateful for you, for your partnership, and for the work you do in the community. God bless you.
Grateful for you too.
Oh,
we are grateful for you too. We love you.
Love you too. Happy Thanksgiving, girl.
Happy Thanksgiving.
And thank you all. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Be sure to go to our website at ShelettaMakesMeLaugh.com. Download the other podcasts, binge listen, binge watch while you are on your Thanksgiving holiday, and keep up with what we got going on, because there's always something. God bless you and stay safe. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Be well.
That girl is crazy in a good way. To check out previous episodes, log on to her website, ShelettaMakesMeLaugh.com. You can also check.
When my father-in-law came to live with me 5 years ago, I was overwhelmed by all the important decisions I had to help him make, especially the one about choosing the right Medicare plan. They got more than 100 plans alone in Minnesota, so how was I supposed to know which one was right for him? Thank goodness for the Senior Linkage line. It's a free statewide service of the Minnesota Board on Aging in partnership with Trellis and the other area agencies on aging. They connect us to services and supports to help us find the answers we need. And honey, it's free. Did y'all hear me? Free help getting the best Medicare plan for you and your loved ones. The folks at the Senior Linkage line, let me tell y'all something about them. They really care. They will work with you to figure out if your medications are covered. That way you know ahead of time what you're going to pay out of pocket. So do like I did. Give them a call at 800-333-2433 or log on to trellisconnects.org. And y'all best hurry up, because time is running out to change your Medicare plan. You got until Tuesday, December 7th to find one that's right for you. So don't wait. Call the Senior Linkage line today at 800-333-2433 or log on to trellisconnects.org. Let them help you like they helped me. You'll be glad you did.
It never fails. Every fall, I fall into a funk. Daylight savings time used to have me singing the blues until I found some help at BetterHelp.com. BetterHelp.com. It's an online resource that matches you with your own licensed professional therapist. Listen, ain't no shame in talking to somebody about how you feel. Your mom and your friends are great to talk to when you have problems. They're your go-to. But sometimes you need a professional, and that's where you need to call BetterHelp.com. Sometimes it's the only way to get your happy back. BetterHelp.com offers secure online counseling, either over the phone or via video. Now, it's not a crisis line, but BetterHelp.com has counselors who'll help you with your anger, stress, depression, or anxiety. The good news is that they're more affordable than traditional in-person counseling sessions. But you know what? If your money is funny, don't worry. BetterHelp.com even offers financial aid. Let BetterHelp.com help you get your happy back. Log on today to BetterHelp.com.
Whatever your life story, You deserve access to comprehensive, affordable health insurance. But it can be hard to know where to start. That's why Minnesotans have MNsure. MNsure is where you can find health coverage for every Minnesota story, regardless of where you live or what your income is. MNsure is the only place where you can access savings to help lower the cost of your health coverage. And you can get free help in person or over the phone to enroll in a plan that fits your needs and your story. Visit MNsure.org today to get started.